Hey y'all, my name is Nat, and welcome to the island that I'm about to reset. Okay, so here's the thing. I have two switches. This island that we're currently on is my Animal Crossing switch, my very first switch, so I made this my Northern Hemisphere island. And then when I got the OLED switch, I made that my Southern Hemisphere island. However, back in December, while I was working on my Christmas island, I decided that I wanted to make my OLED island my main Northern Hemisphere island and restart this one and make it the Southern Hemisphere one. I do not recall why I made this decision, but I know I did have a very good reason. And you know what I did that very day? I restarted my island on my OLED switch, and I made sure to get a very similar map to this one. And now here we are. It's been a while. I still haven't restarted this island because I wanted to do a little bit of an island tour before I did that. Just because there are some design things that I want to recreate on this island, and I wanted to talk through some of that. This is an unfinished island. It was supposed to be a Christmas island, but then I restarted my OLED switch and got preoccupied with the beginning of the game on that switch. So this island is an absolute mess. First things first, let's show y'all my map. I do have two profiles on this island. We have Dobie. He is the one permanent resident of this island. Everybody else is seasonal. These were my Christmas villagers. We had Fauna, Shino, Ellie, Maple, Grizzly, Eric, Ruby, Teddy, and Rudy. All right, so let's get into the tour. Okay. So first we have my entrance and campsite. I had this little stream kind of going, kind of curving around all the way through the area and connecting it to that waterfall in the back, also to this little waterfall in the front here. I like this area, but I'm not super attached to it. It was just the only place I could put the campsite with everything else going on. So let's continue on this way. Here's where I was storing all of the flowers I was going to use for Christmas time. And okay, so over here we have what I originally referred to as my Positano Cliffs. My family is Italian, and I wanted to include little nods to Italy on my island just here and there. And this was something that I've had since I first unlocked terraforming in the game. The execution of this idea is like not where I want it to be. You know, I was trying to make a 1.0 concept work in 2.0 and it didn't work. I needed to change, I needed to make it a 2.0 concept. We will be recreating this on our new Northern Hemisphere island, but it will look very, very different than it does right now. And that will probably be one of the first videos that we do on that island. I do want to talk a little bit about my placement of the villagers because it was intentional. Over here we have Rudy's house, and next to him we have Eric. I did redecorate everybody's houses for Christmas, obviously. That's one of my favorite things about the DLC is that we can do this now. So yeah, we have Rudy and Eric next to each other. They're not officially a couple yet, but there's definitely something going on there, and I was absolutely playing matchmaker. Over here we have Dobie's house. He's down on the first cliff because he's kind of old, and I didn't want him to have to walk up a bunch of stairs to get to his house, so that'd be hard on his joints. So he's down here. Here we have first we have Ruby on the end here. And then in the middle here, this is Ellie's house, and then this is Fauna's house. They have been dating for over a year. They're probably my favorite couple in this entire game. I love them, and they're so cute. So yeah, they're next to each other. And then over here we have Shino. Shino and Ruby have very similar color palette, so I wanted them to kind of be on the outside and then have, I don't know, there's that. Okay, up here we have Grizzly, Maple, and Teddy. Teddy and Grizzly have been married for about 10 years now, and they adopted Maple before they even got married. So yeah, the family had to all be together, obviously. Hey Teddy, how are you doing? So yeah, that's the placement of everybody's houses. This is not what this project will look like. I do have ideas, don't worry, okay? I know how I'm gonna do better next time. What? is going. Okay, there we go. Ignore this one blue. I was just trying to get the placement of everything, and then I was going to go to the straights and recolor everything, but yeah, that didn't happen. So, okay, next we have a land bridge. I like to do waterscaping in my land bridges because I like waterscaping in general. So next time I think I'm going to try and do it like a little bit more like curvy and windy to make it look more natural, but I still like what I was going for here. So I do think on one of my islands, I don't know which one, I will definitely have a land bridge with waterscaping. KK's here today. Here's where I was going to put my Nook's Cranny and my Able Sisters. I don't fully know where I was going with that, but it's here. So there's that. Here's the resident services. I did have a vision for this, and I think it could have been really cool if I had finished this island. And then over here, we go over here and more hop spots. Okay, here is where I was storing all of the trees and the bushes that I was going to use for, kind of just throughout the island. But I was also going to do like a rock garden in here, and that was going to be super cool. Okay, back here we have an orchard, a little orchard and farm area. Nothing special. I like to keep all of my flowers. I like to organize them by color and then breed them this way. Up here, we are definitely going to be recreating this on one of the islands. I love what I did with this museum area. I might extend this little sunken waterfall like a little bit further next time. But I was also going to put like fencing kind of around here. And then in the back, I was going to put some fossils behind the museum. So yeah, I really love sunken waterfalls. So this will definitely be making a reappearance on one of the islands. Again, I don't know which one. Okay, so next up we have, I wanted to do like a double bridge moment. And I was also very obsessed with sunken waterfalls. So I figured, you know what, why not combine the two? I'm not like a huge fan of this. I don't know. It's kind of cool, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I'm not super attached to it, so I don't know if that will be coming back. Okay, so the next part is obviously my favorite part on the map. My crescent moon lake in front of my houses. And I have like a little constellation of hot spots in the lake. And, this took me many hours. This took me like half a day. And I'm really proud of how it turned out. But also, I don't know if I want to redo it because I don't have like any super great lookout points for this. Maybe if I had extended the cliff a little bit further up here, it would have worked. I don't know for sure because I didn't do it. So yeah, I don't know. If anybody has any ideas as to how to make this better, people who are good at like lookout points, let me know. I don't know. It took me ages too, so I don't know if I want to do it again. It took me forever. And even doing it, I didn't like learn the best way to go about this. I just, I wing it. I'm really proud of like how it looks on the map. And I like this little like secluded area for my houses. But yeah, I don't know if this will come back or not. So that's it for this island. So let's head on over to my new main Northern Hemisphere island. Hey y'all, look, it's my face. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the deal. I started recording this video back in March. Now it's the end of April. Hence, you see my face in this clip. Yeah, so I don't know I know we needed to film a little clip of me. Oh my gosh, wait, what? I've time traveled because I've been recording my speed build as well. So like just so much has happened since I first started recording this video. I really should have just done it all in one go, and I didn't do that. So here we are. I'm a mess. My phone is ringing. Why? This video has gone off the rails is what's happened. Why are you calling me? Oh, it's Mayday. Because I've time traveled because I was working on the speed build. And, okay, yeah. So my island's pretty empty. We have, like, what's going on down there in the bottom, right corner. That's the speed build. It's incomplete at the moment. I basically wanted to kind of just, like, I didn't want to, like, show y'all around here because, again, that's for the speed build, no spoilers. But I did want to kind of like, I guess, debrief about plans for this island, except now the thing is, I don't know what my plans are. I had plans in March, and now it's the end of April, so I don't know what my plans are anymore. But hold on, let's see what villagers we have here. Of course, my camera is blocking, and so I don't even know. So let's move me over here for now. Okay, so we've got Daisy. She's cute. Will we keep her? I don't know. Frobert, he's also cute. Will we keep him? I don't know. Diana, Sasha, Judy, Lolly, Ione, Rosie, Fang, and Julian. Okay, so here's the deal. Julian, Rosie, Ione, Judy, Frobert, and Diana I planned to have on my island back in March. Daisy, Sasha, Lolly, and Fang were winter villagers that I hadn't gotten rid of yet. And there was a potential I was going to keep Sasha. But now it's the end of April and I don't want to do the same things that I wanted to do in March. So who knows who's staying? It's basically May. It's April 27th when I'm recording this. It's basically May. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe spring core? So maybe I'll keep Daisy and get rid of everybody else. I had Julian because he's my birthday twin, and I was going to celebrate our birthdays together, and I didn't do that. All I know that I want to do is finish the speed build, and then I guess we need to figure out like what kind of aesthetic we were going to go for. So in March I was going to go for like celestial sea witch aesthetics because it was my birth month and those are the things that bring me joy. So, you know, I figured why not? Now it's basically May. So I guess maybe spring core? I don't know what I want to do. But what I can say is the plan for this island is once we build it up, the terraforming, the layout and stuff is just going to stay the same on this island, and we'll change out like the decor to fit a certain aesthetic each month. We'll change out villagers. This island will change frequently, but it won't change a lot. I mean, getting new villagers every month probably seems like a lot, but not necessarily like 10 new villagers every month, but we'll cycle people out based on whether they fit the vibes that we're going for. Our Southern Hemisphere island is something that's going to change less frequently and like more. So I don't know quite what we're going to do. Again, it's May now. I didn't plan for May. It's here now. So we're all going to figure this out together, what's going to happen here. This is your little, I guess, sneak peek of, Porto Rosso. Oh my gosh, that's the other thing. Okay, I remembered the reason that all of this happened. Okay, I was tired of the name Vinalia. And so I wanted my Northern Hemisphere island to be called Porto Rosso after the fictional town in Lucca. That's how we got here, y'all. This video is such a mess. Can I guarantee that future videos will be any better? No, but hopefully they'll still be fun. Okay, is there anything else I can say, or is it time to close out the video? So you're about to see me disappear again because I did end up resetting Vinalia the day, like way back in March. So face cam will disappear, but I don't know if you'll see face cam in every video. It probably just depends on how I'm feeling when I start recording. But yeah, stay tuned for more, I guess. If you happen to like bookish content, I do also have a booktube channel that I recently restarted, so I'll leave that down in the description if anybody's interested. But yeah, that's it for present day Nat. So I guess I'll turn it over to past Nat. Okay, let's go. System settings. All right, y'all. Data management, delete save data, right? Yeah, okay. Ah! Okay, y'all. Okay, no going back now. It's time. We're doing it, okay. You know what? Actually, that felt good. I love the beginning of the game. I'm actually really excited. It's always scary, like, doing it, but I'm actually really excited. We're not going to start today. I wish I was low-key, but we're not gonna. All right, so I will see y'all in the next video, which will either be my Animal Crossing Notion tour, which I will be sharing with everyone, or it'll be a speed build for the Positano Cliffs. Hey y'all, editing that here. I thought I asked this question like during the video, but I've been editing and I have not. So I was wondering, should I do a video series restarting the island or should I stream it on Twitch? A part of me is like, I should stream it on Twitch so that people can help me make decisions because I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that island. And then a part of me is like, it might be easier to make it a video series. So, anybody have any preferences? Feel free to let me know. Help me make this decision. If you've made it to the end of this video, let me know down in the comments. First, what do you think about the whole video series versus streaming conundrum? But second, who's your favorite villager? Mine is Dobie, but also a little bit Tia, because she was my starter normal, my very first starter normal, and she's my best friend. So I love the two of them. But that's it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, make sure to click that subscribe button as well. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!